Alright, so what's good, YouTube? What's good? Alright, so in this video, I'm gonna be showing you how to find niches that's untapped. So where you can mainly get views like this. So if you want to get views like this and you want to find an untapped niche, untapped angle, you need to stay tuned because I'm literally up. I didn't like the other clip I literally just made. There was a lot of yapping in that clip, but I want to go into full depth for this clip, and I'm going to be giving y'all another video on how to find great niches. But what y'all want to do is when y'all looking for niches, you want to avoid anything to do. So if you're targeting, basically, if you see an edit niche with ISO speed in it, ignore it. It's not monetizable, bro. You're gonna get fucking flagged for reuse content. You need to really go for something that's commentary. And if you're gonna get views like this, listen, I know everything I'm talking about. If you want to get views like this, chat, if you want to get shorts that do this, that where you can hit a 160 like this, and then you can hit an engagement, 85 to watch, 14%. If you want to hit this right here, you might as well stay tuned. So, and like I said, if you want to go from 0 right here, you want to go all the way up until here, and 100K, and this ain't luck. So let me show y'all again, and I'm not lying. So you can see we went right here. It went from literally 31K views out, 100K views, and went up like that. All right, so let me go show y'all my other one. So to show y'all this ain't legit. So show y'all this is legit, and I'm not saying I'm not legit because I am. I got as many methods on my channel, but many people think I'm not legit, but yeah, I am legit. So let's go to analytics. Let's go to content. And I'm posting this on both channels, but this method was mainly needed. And y'all asked me a lot, bro. Yo, can you do a method how to find great niches, bro? Can you do a method how to find great short niches? And I see a lot of people like struggle to do that. So yeah, that's why I'm here, and I'm gonna give y'all this method today. All right, so if y'all want to do this, like I said, this wasn't luck at all. We're gonna go to see more. Let me go over to here, and let's go to analytics. And let me show y'all this ain't luck. This wasn't luck, but yeah. So like I said, I run multiple short channels, and I built multiple of my short channels and millions of views just for the sake of it. But yeah, and let me show y'all over here my military one. So I'm gonna go to my military one. I'm gonna mute this, of course, and yeah. But if y'all want to work with me one-on-one, just DM me on Discord. We can work some out. But yeah, analytics right here, analytics. You can see analytics. You can see. So I'm gonna go to 24 hours right here and show y'all. All right, 24 hours. Let me show y'all. All right, so you can see right here that I was in view draw. I was even from 0 views all the way up until here, and it wasn't luck. All right, so yeah. So you can see right here, 84 stayed to watch. And we had a graph like this where they stayed right here. Mostly throughout the graph, they stayed for more than 5 seconds, 100%, and YouTube pushed it. But yeah, so this wasn't luck at all. And let me show you the ending part right here so you don't see. So when it ended, it's 64%. Okay, so let's go up to here. You can see this right here. All right, so let's go up to now since publishing. You see right here, 97K. Average view duration 0.29. When we first posted 24 hours, we had 0.31. It was still processing, but yeah. But and the engagement right here, so the engagement is 84 stayed to watch and 15 minutes and swiped away. So let me show you the first 24 hours. You can see 77 to 22 swiped away. But yeah, it will look just like this, but you want to aim for a graph just like this. All right, so if y'all want to work with me, bro, one-on-one, just hit me up on Discord. I'll try to reply to your DMs. I get a lot of DMs because I do work with a lot of clients, and I do help a lot of y'all build up y'all channels the way I do. So like I said, when y'all are watching the TayReese video, y'all won't just be watching my video. You're going to be actually taking value with you, and you're going to be implementing it on your channel. So, all right, so let's go over here. Let me show you this one. All right, so you can see this overview right here. You can see this one, right? It's still processing, 66 8 to watch, 33% swipe away. And like I said, shorts become easier as you practice, and it gets way easier than y'all think. All right, so let's go over here, this next one, and let me show you this next one. So we're going to skip that one. All right, we're going to go to this one right here, 83 right here, average percentage view, you see right here. So we want to get, state the watch could be a bit better, but which wasn't as good. But yeah, but you can see that we did this, and yeah. But if you want to work with me, bro, like I said, you could DM me on Discord. All right, so, all right. Now, let's get into the video. All right, hold on. Let me show you the other one. let me show y'all the Aiden Ross one so y'all don't think I'm capping and shit. So you don't think I'm capping. Let me go ahead and show y'all. So let's go to analytics again. All right, let's go down to see more. All right, so let's go over to lifetime. And like I said, you could do this with commentary. It's not lucky. You could literally use CapCut, and I'm showing you it could be done. So I'm going to go to my analytics, and I'm going to show y'all. So you see right here, 165 average percentage view. You see right here, views. You can see impressions 100K. You can see 3.9 impressions click-through rate. You can see the average view duration is 0.19. You can see subscribers gained 559. You can see 13,000 watch hours. But yeah, all right. So let's ignore this now. All right, back to this. All right, so if y'all wanna work with me one-on-one, DM me on Discord at TayReese, and I will try to reply to you. Cause I don't reply to everybody's DMs. I don't reply to everybody's DMs. It's special to get a DM from me, cause I'm a busy person. I don't have enough time to reply to everybody. All right, so let's get into this. All right, so now that we're going to hear, we're now about to get into this video. All right, so you can see YouTube Studio right here. I'm going to show you this one. And yeah, but if y'all want to work with me one-on-one, like I said, you could DM me on Discord. And yeah, so I'm going to show y'all the first 24 hours right here. And I did this multiple times. So you see right here, 130. This is a 130 average percentage view, a 165, 180. And yeah, and I could do it again and again and again with commentary. Like I said, it wasn't luck. All right, so I'm going to show y'all right here. You see 1.3 million Aiden Ross, right? So you're going to see right here that it started right there, and it took it about at least 23 hours to reach almost close to 1 million views. You can see the engagement started right here, 75 state to watch, 24% swipe away, 0.19 average view duration. And you can see the watch hours was 3K, and then let's go to since right here. And you can see this. You see 13K watch hours. Average view duration, you can see engaged 2.3 million. You can see 77.22 swipe away, and this is a retention graph. But yeah, you can see they stay mostly right here for this, and yeah, 12 seconds short. All right. So if you want to work with me one-on-one, let me know. But if y'all want to get results like that, I'm going to show y'all again. So let me show y'all the agent one real quick. Just let's do it real quick. Just to show y'all I'm not capping. And like I said, these two clips are going up on my main. So yeah. All right. With that being said, we about to fully get into the video how to get these niches. So yeah, so we're gonna go over to here, exit that. All right, we're gonna go to see more again, and I want to show you that this wasn't luck. So I'm gonna go to lifetime right here. I'm gonna go to lifetime. I'm gonna go to lifetime, and most of these coaches can't even. They don't show their channels. All right, so yeah, and I don't care if this wasn't commentary, bro. This could be done in commentary, bro. Like this shit is not luck. I'm pulling these amount of views that I was pulling. I'm starting to pull it on my other channels, but like I said, the script and structures, that's what takes a bit time, like learning it. But yeah, but if you want to work with me one-on-one, let me know. All right, so I'm gonna show you the overview right here, and most coaches can't even show you this, bro. So you can see right here, this is a 1.5 impressions click-through rate. So we could go over to first 24 hours. We had about 56,000 views. We literally went from 40. We went from 0 views all the way up until here. Kept skyrocketing right here. Engagement. You can see 81 state to watch, 18 business swipe away, and yeah. So, and if you think this was luck, you're stupid. But yeah, but you can see right here 84 state to watch, and yeah. But you can see they stayed mostly right here. 4 seconds they were still right here, and you can see we ended this with about 100% of the viewers still watching, and YouTube pushed that. You can see average duration not 0.24, and yeah. All right. So back to this. All right, so I see a lot of y'all are struggling for y'all niches, right? All right, so what I want to tell y'all is when you're looking for niches, and I'm not even on my phone right now. I don't even need my phone. When you're looking for niches, what you want to look for in niches is you want to look for short niches, right? Y'all doing short niches, right? And this is the whole check sheet right here. So check sheet. So what you want to look for, your latest 10 videos can be under 10K views. Multiple shorts can have 3K to 5K, 7K. The top 3 shorts can have 100K. Channel total views can be under 30 million views. No shorts are over 20K in the last 10 uploads. Slow intros. These no hooks. You don't want to start off no conflict, no emotional tone. All right. So let's go over there. Instead, what you want to start your hook off with is like this, and I'm going to show y'all. But you want to start off with. Let's go over to my graph real quick. So let's go to Google Docs. Let's go to this. All right, so this is one of my sheets I literally just gave y'all, but instead of this, you don't want to start your hooks off with dead. You want to start off instead. You want to start off with this, and you want to have like a strong this at the starting of it for the hook style, because the hook is the breaker or make the videos. If the viewers can't stay for the hook, there's no way YouTube's gonna push your video. So yeah, all right. So let me see. So you want to start your hook off with this, and you want to start off with the expansions. You want to start off with the auction, whatever your niche is. But yeah, all right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to accept all right here, and it's gonna say saving your choice. All right. So now what's gonna do saving your choice? We're gonna let this load real quick, and then we're gonna click these three dots. What we're gonna now do is go to search feed. All right. So like I said, if y'all want to work with me and get results like this, and you want to get consistent views, and you're looking to hit these views, I got many methods on my channel, many ways you can learn from, and yeah, but y'all main focus is y'all escaping that 3K to 8K view jail mark, and I have ways for that. But yeah, all right, and I'm legit. So all right, let's go to search feed, and I win in anything I do. Any niche I do, I win. If I can't do it, I'll skip it. All right, so look right here. What we'll do is say this is the ISO speed niche. So you see this right here. This video pulled at least 200 million views because ISO speed is in it, bro. And yeah, but this is like a personal blog channel, so you want to avoid looking at channels like this. This is not something we looking at. Not something we looking at. Mark Robert, not at all. Not at all. We're looking at, because he's an engineering channel. What we're most likely looking at, we're looking at a commentary channel. We're looking at a commentary, storytelling, commentary stuff. We're looking for long, sustainable niches like commentary. If it's personal blog, personality channels, bro, we don't want to look for that. We want to look for something that's commentary related, like this right here. This is ranking, but of course some ranking niches has been getting demonetized lately. Let's see if it has a voiceover. So let me go ahead and unmute it.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
All right, so yeah, so we don't want to do this at all. This is AI slop, and you can see this is 19 videos right here. He has 19 videos. His name is Julian Ranks. He has more than 100 million views. He has close to 100K subscribers. 19 videos. So we're looking for something way consistent like this. We're looking for something like most consistent like this, where he has a lot of these views. He's pulling a lot of these views. He's not getting 3K to 8K view jump. So like I said, I'm on camera now, coaching y'all, telling y'all these ways for these niches. So what I like to do is I like to scroll. What you want to do is you want to ignore everything else, anything to do with edits or edit niches, bro. Low value, mass produced, inauthentic, no sustainable, no significant changes are added to it. So YouTube's going to flag that. But yeah, so yeah, that we don't want to get. So we'll just keep doing this, keep doing scroll, keep hitting the arrow, keep hitting the arrow, keep hitting the arrow. And we'll just keep going and keep going and keep going until we find a niche that we like. So yeah. So, and then if y'all can't find a niche right here, what I like to do is I like to just change the country. So since mine is Germany, what I'm going to change mine to is I'm going to change mine to, let's say, Jamaica. Let's say Jamaica, and then if we can't find it in Jamaica, I will just go back to United States. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to hit the arrow, hit the arrow, hit the arrow. And we're going to keep scrolling until we find a great niche we like. All right, so we keep scrolling. And like I said, right here, these niches right here are starting to get, so DGE was able to get away with this because he has connections over to ISO Speed's team. And I'm pretty sure he's a young white guy that's running this channel. I'm not trying to be racist at all, but yeah, he's a young white guy that's running this channel. But yeah, but you don't want to do niches like this. Because YouTube is not playing no games. They are flagging anything to do with low value like this. You're not adding commentary to it. So yeah, so YouTube's not going to want to monetize those type of niches, and that's not going to their platform on YouTube's end. So yeah, it's like mass produced. There's no significant changes added to it. All right, so we're going to keep doing this, keep scrolling, and yeah, so we'll just keep scrolling. All right, so we have a niche right here. Let's see if we have a niche. All right, so you have a niche right here called Moto GP. All right, yeah, this is about gaming. So what I would avoid going in gaming niches like this. This looks like mass produced, and I don't think he's adding no commentary voice onto it. And yeah, so this would be a great niche right here. This would be a great niche, but of course we don't want to look for a niche where it has more than 682 videos. It needs to have less than 50 videos. It needs to have less than 50 videos, and it needs to have at least more than the view count over. So the consistent views we're looking for. We're looking for our latest 10 shorts has 30K to 150K. It needs to have at least top 3 shorts have 300 to 1 million. It needs to have channel total views 80 million to 100 million views. So yeah, so that's what we're looking for in total. And it needs to have under 50 shorts. Under 50 shorts, niche is fresh and not oversaturated, not taken up by copycat. So yeah, so like I said, since we'll unmute this real quick, we're gonna mute this, and I'm pretty sure this is a mass-produced gaming niche. We don't want to look for a niche like that. So we want to basically avoid a niche like that. What we want to do is go to the United States. We're going to now mute this tab. We're going to keep scrolling. We're going to keep scrolling until we find a great niche that we like. All right, so rankings right here. This will be at least. All right, so you can see right here. This is these kids are wishing. Yeah, so you can see right here that. What these ranking channels, what I like the ranking channels do, 25 videos, 29K subscribers. It has more, close to 49 million views, 25 videos, 29K. All right, so what I would do is avoid doing a niche like this. This is mass produced, and no commentary added to it, I believe. So yeah, so we could literally check it. I'm pretty sure I'm right. So like I said, let's go there. Let's check it. Yeah, you can see that there's music played, so I don't want to play that. Alright, so what we're going to do is keep scrolling. Alright, so let's check this one right here. I'm pretty sure no. Yeah, you see no commentaries added. So if y'all going to do ranking videos, what y'all want to do is add like commentary in the middle of it right here for the starting of it, and in the middle, and then this part, just so YouTube sees that it's transformative, just so they don't see that it's repetitive. And if y'all seen my reused content video on my channels, I went over it. But yeah, alright, so what you want to do is you want to keep scrolling. And you just want to keep scrolling. So you want to keep scrolling. And yeah. Alright. So, like I said, you want to avoid the ranking niches. What we're going to do is now change our country. We're going to change it to Kenyan. And yeah. So we're going to go to here, Kenyan. And we should now see some great niches. But, like I said, we want to look for niches where it has closely to under 50 shorts, closely to 100 million views, and it's commentary related, and it's not mass produced. It's not something that will look like it's easy to do, like inauthentic. It needs to look like something that will stay around for as long as it. But it's a newer channel that literally just started. All right, so yeah, so what I like to do. So let's go over there. All right, so yeah, there's a lot of these sorts channels just started. All right, so if we can't find one right here, what I'm gonna smoothly do is go to incognito mode on my I'm gonna just go to incognito mode on my PC. Yeah, so I'm going to go to here, incognito mode. And incognito mode works really well. But yeah, but like I said, if y'all want to work with me one-on-one, y'all can DM me on Discord. We can work something out. But yeah. But, like I said, with these ways, it's guaranteed. And you got to stay as consistent with these shorts. You got to stay as consistent with these shorts, even if you get one flop. And it's used to it. But what you don't want to get is you want to have every short that's like stuck under 1K, to 3K, to 5K views out. Or you want to be getting at least 8K average, 8K plus 8K every short, all the way up until 40K views. So you want to break out like 20K, 10K, and that's what I literally teach on my channel. So most of starting to break out these view gels is most of y'all hooks. Your hooks are whack. Your hooks don't align with your niche. Your hooks don't meet the cluster of your niche. Your hooks don't even meet the cluster of your title. Your hooks don't meet the angle of your title. Your hooks don't meet the identity. I could name many things with the hooks that be really wrong with y'all hooks. And y'all hooks don't match y'all niche. And y'all just want to add random hooks on and think over guessing and think this is going to work. And like I said, YouTube is not an over guessing game. What we do is we put our time into it because that could be the video that go viral. Like I showed y'all at the starting of this video. But yeah, so, all right, so let's go over to there. And what I'm smoothly going to do now is go over to, I'm going to change the country. So I'm in incognito mode tab. All right, so what I'm going to do is mute this. I'm going to mute all this, by the way, when I'm going to short feed. And this is how I really find niches. So yeah, so what we're going to do is keep doom scrolling. Like we literally just doing the Tor browser. So Tor browser works as really well. And yeah, but what we're going to do is keep doom scrolling until we find a niche. And we just keep doing this over and over again. So what we could do though to maximize our chances, we could change the countries to it. So instead of us doing United States, we could do period, because period works well. So like I said, when we change the countries, it maximizes our chances for us to find new niches that's recently blown up. All right, so a niche like this isn't something that's recently blown up. This is something that's you already have more to coach. Let's see how many videos you got. So he has 100 videos. That means that this is already taken up and already copycats are already in this angle. But of course, you want to find something consistent like this. You want to find something that's like pulling consistent views like this. Consistent views, 100 million views, 16 million views, 7 million, 2 million, 700K, 300K, 100K, 200K. He can't be nowhere close to 10K views. He can't be struggling to get views. So, like I said, this would be a great niche right here. So let's see his channel for more. All right, so you can see he has closely to 100 videos, and he has closely to at least 300 million views. But if he had less than 100 videos, and he had at least like 50, less than 50 shorts right here, this would be good. This would be good right here. But yeah, so this is movie what we're looking for. We're looking for consistent view niches like this. Something that's easy for y'all to replicate. But I wouldn't put like more than like 3 hours in a short like this, because some shorts do get views out, and you don't want to put your all into it. You want to find a niche where it's easy for you to replicate. You could do it in an amount of seconds. So yeah, you don't want to overguess it. You don't want to overwork yourself. You don't want to overwork your body boundaries. You just want to be cool and look through a niche. But yeah, so, and like I said, if you can't find a niche and you can't replicate it, then oh well, skip it. Just rest and repeat the method. But this is all I do to find niches. I use incognito mode tabs. I don't use none of those other tools. Some of those fucking coaches really just gurus. So yeah, but yeah. So you can use full motivation, right? Full motivation. This works as well. So you see right here, 53 videos, 61K subscribers, and it says about so more. You can see 53 videos, 61K subscribers. He has about 99 million views. So we're looking for something just like this. Something just like this, but of course, you could literally use CapCut. You could literally use CapCut for this, and then you could use glow text. Like you could use glow text on CapCut. Like you don't got to do crazy text. Like if we unmute this, but of course you want it to be commentary.
Military camp. It's actually doing this. I would love to give back to military camp. It's actually this person up here. Let's go back. You met your husband.
All right, so I'm gonna mute that. All right, so if we go right here.
No one had any idea what The Rock was cooking until.
All right, yeah, so you can see that he hits them with the hook, like the hook right here. So you can see the hook. I don't know his exact hook structure, but you see right here, 6 million views for every 20 feet. He don't reveal it fully into the end. So you see, so you can literally watch it short, implement on your own way. But yeah, so like I said, you want to do easy to do niches like this, but that's if you can get the clips. If you can't get the clips, then oh well, then you skip to the next niche. But yeah, so like I said, you just rest and repeat this, and you'll give each short channel. And I see a lot of y'all channels, y'all try to go overplay it. Give a short channel at least 20 to 50 videos. 20 to 50 videos. If it's not nowhere within 20 to 50 videos, and you're not hitting at least 80% consistent viewed APVs, then that's not the niche. So what I mean by APVs, I mean consistent view. I mean 87%, 88, 83, 82, and then you need to be hitting at least 90. So if you're not consistently hitting that, bro, then that niche is ass. That niche is ass, and I would just switch over to the next niche. So you can start the next channel, give that at least 1 to 50 videos and see where it go. But yeah, you can see this. Yes, closely like this, 20 million views, and you want to look for something consistent view like this. So like I said, this is how I found niches, bro. And you don't want to put like you don't want to go full. You don't want to work all day with this niche. So you see right here, the reason why this niche wasn't able to really get as many views, because animation niches are starting to get oversaturated by other coaches, and these angles, he's getting tapped in the angle is oversaturated. So you can see that he did some right here that worked. So if we go to this right here, this worked as well.
Happens during a heart attack. Most people think the heart just stops. Do you know what actually happens during?
And that gets the viewers concerned. If viewers don't know what happened during a heart attack, and then there's he hit some of the little CTA, little raise rate, but you don't got to put CTAs. And YouTube don't like that. YouTube don't like that. It's flaggy. But yeah, so what you want to do is you want to go right here. So you want to basically
the heart just suddenly stops. So what can share? And when you tap the copy link, the twist, that plaque can rupture, forming a clot that blocks blood flow. It begins.
All right, so yeah, so you can see that he hits them with the hook. And if you don't know what his hook style is, what we could do is basically. So I'm about to really put you on sauce. So I'm about to put you on game. So there's this new tool I just found out. It's called Data. All right, I'm gonna share this tool. All right, so yeah, this it's called databox.com, so where y'all can check it out at. All right, so for this right here, we'll use ChatGPT. It's called Databox, where it's connected over to my YouTube channel. All right, so what I'm gonna show y'all is how we're able to scan through this whole URL, and we're able to see his whole hook structure. So we'll go to plus, we'll hit this more. We'll go to Databox. What's his hook structure he used on his short? And it literally tells us his whole hook structure, what he used on his short. So yeah, so what we can see right here, Databox is able to watch his videos. You can see, I think you're asking this, so you can see right here. So pattern interrupt, open loop, fast, contrast, rapid pacing, escalations, payoff, loop ending. So yeah, so you can see shock, challenge the hooks, contributions, story hook, curiosity hook. So the curiosity hooks gets the viewers wondering, like, they're curious what's about to happen next. So yeah. So that's why curiosity hooks works as well, and they're able to do as many views with shorts. But yeah, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and do is mute this, and we're gonna go ahead and do is basically go to Brazil, and we want to go to search feed, and like I said, we want to find a search channel something close to this, but having at least more than, it needs to have at least more than at least 100 million views, 80 million views. It needs to have at least less than 53 videos, and more than at least, it needs to have at least 100K subscribers. But yeah, but like I said, if y'all want to work with me, bro, one-on-one coaching or whatever, you could DM me on Discord, and yeah, I'll try to get back to y'all. I'm just busy a lot because I run multiple channels. But yeah, so 3D animation channels, bro, I will basically avoid doing these channels because most of y'all can't do them. Most of y'all can't afford equipment, and most of y'all might be broke. So yeah, so like I said, y'all want to basically avoid doing these 3D animation channels. There's many better niches than this, and most of them are getting view jobs. So yeah, so like I said, most of them are getting view jobs. So yeah, of course you want to avoid this at all costs. But yeah, so what we're gonna do is go to this arrow, and yeah, so like I said, that's how I find niches, bro. And yeah, so what we could do is doom scroll right here, and you can see that right here. So let's go to this.
Football players to see how they can actually play.
Alright, so you can see he hits them with, this is a great hook right here. So you can see he starts his hook off with the coach. The coach brought in the mom's football, like football players to see
How they can actually play.
see how they can actually play, and that catches the viewers because the viewers want to see how they can actually play, and that hook right there works. So yeah, alright, so of course this will be oversaturated niche a bit because he is getting view jobs. So you want to look for something where he's pulling at least 3 million, 100K, 30K. He's pulling consistent views where he's not getting stuck in 5K to 10K or 30K view job. But yeah, but like I said, so what we're gonna do is hit the arrow again. We're gonna hit the arrow, and yeah, but like I said, that's all I have for y'all today, bro, to find niches. And yeah, so of course you want to find something like this to go to show more. You want to find at least less than 50 videos. He needs to have at least more than 100 million views. He needs to have at least, so the subscriber count. It needs to have at least, so this right here. So you want to have at least 30K to, it needs to have at least that. So you want to find something that's smaller than, so let's see it. All right, so the subscribers he should have, is my range is, you want to find something that's less than 100K subscribers. Less than 100K subscribers, and you need to have at least, he needs to have at least 80 million views, 100 million views, and yeah, so channel total views, and then under 50 shorts, and he needs to be under 50K subs. 50K subs, and yeah, so it needs to be under 2 months old, last 30 days, and he needs to be pulling at least 300K to 1 million views for the momentum of the channel to be alive. And what I mean by that, so let me show y'all. So what I mean by that, if y'all have vidIQ, y'all could go in and install it on your PC. But yeah, if we go to here, we go to Control V it, we go to here, and we paste it. And what you could do is go to Zap right here. So what we could now do is basically go over there. And yeah, so you can see it when we go to vidIQ, so you can see view channel stack. So what you want to look for right here is you want to look for at least him pulling at least closely to about, so my range is about 300K to 1 million. So you can see this channel has about 8 million views, but if we go to 30 days, he has about 43 million views, and when you see 3 million, he has about 100 million, which is fucking insane. So you want to look for something that's pulling consistent views like this. Yeah, so you can see, don't worry about subscribers. What we worry about is we're worrying about these consistent views, and you can see that this would be a great niche to get tapped into, and not a lot of people are in this niche. So what he's basically just doing is he's basically just getting clips, and he's basically just commentating over, like, And y'all can use ChatGPT, use Gemini for the scripts. I don't think y'all should use Claude. Claude is really bad when it comes to script writing. So yeah, but like I said, that's how y'all find consistent view nieces. I don't want to waste too much of your time. This video is already at least 30 minutes. But yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, bro. If y'all need any more questions how to find great nieces, TayReese, how you find Untapped nieces, I literally do the same method. What we do is sometimes what I do is I'll go on an old account. So let's say this. I'll go to old account, go to switch channels, and I'll subscribe to a few other channels right there. I'll subscribe to them, watch a few videos, and YouTube will start pushing it to my search feed, other search channels. But yeah, so I can see y'all literally. So I'm gonna mute this real quick. I'm gonna subscribe to this on my old account, and what I'm gonna do is comment on it. And yeah, you wanna make sure he's pulling his views per hour got to be like close to more than 1K. More than 1K, I'll say 5K to 2K. It can't be stuck under 53 or 20, because if he's stuck, that means he's gonna get more likely to get views out, and he's more likely not gonna have a way for YouTube to push his video. But yeah, all right. But with that being said, yeah. So you see right here. So if we go to this right here, the short was nearly ending Kentucky. So you want to find something just like this. So you see my short here 8.3K right here. So I know. So you see right here. So you see 600 views. You see 3 months ago. So you want to find something that's still gaining views, where YouTube algorithm is still prioritizing. So you can see that is YouTube algorithm is still prioritizing. Viewers want to most likely see this. So you want to find like search channels still gaining these amount of views. So of course it got to be commentary. So if we go to more right here, we go to most popular, you can see 11 million views, and you can see at least he has 34 million views, which he's getting views out a little bit. He's getting views out, but he's starting to escape. Yeah, he's 3K. So of course you don't want to look for a niche where he's stuck on views. He needs to be pulling at least 30K. He needs to be 40K, 100K. He needs to be pulling consistent views. He can't be stuck in 5K, 3K views. It's struggling to get views. But yeah, but that's all I have for y'all, bro. And yeah, and if he's struggling to get views, that means his hook is mislead. His hook didn't match up to this title, what he promised in the title. So, and he didn't want to make the viewer stay there. But yeah, this is an AI slot. Yeah, so that's why YouTube's not pushing it. But what you could do is subscribe to a few channels in your niche, and if you go down to your homepage, you'll see that a lot of these niches will start popping up over here. And these are channels that YouTube is prioritizing right now. But what I will avoid is doing these crazy channels like this, the bolt editing stuff. If you can't do it, then it's okay. Find something you could do. Don't give yourself a headache. But I'm not gonna make this as long. But y'all can see this right here. So bolt right here. Bolt is a great editor. But yeah, you can see right here 600 videos used, 600 videos for 4 billion views. But skip niches like this. We don't want to do niches like this. It could be some way better, some way easier, and something that's not going to put like a lot of y'all time into it. But niches like this where, let's say this.
Got instant karma. This Karen approached a delivery driver and got instant karma.
So you could just do a black border. You could literally use CapCut, something just like this. So like I said, instant karma. This works well because you see that he's pulled at least 3.9K views per hour. He's pulled 6 days ago. So if we go to his first 24 hours, he was really stuck on 700 views. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in real quick. All right, so I'm gonna zoom in and show y'all. So I'm gonna scroll over right here. And I'm gonna zoom in and show y'all. And if y'all wanna find, like I said, this is how I find great niche. So what you're gonna do is zoom in and scroll up. You see 700 views, and it went up to at least more than at least 27K. Yeah. So he escaped the 27K to 400K. So this is what YouTube is really prioritizing. What you want to do, so you want to avoid angles where he's 27K view jump. So if you're looking for niches too, if you're looking to replicate, you want to go. You basically want to drag all his titles, all his most popular titles into Copilot, and Copilot is going to basically give you a broader lane. So I'm gonna show you how to do it. So let's go over to here. Let's go to his latest. Let's go to his latest real quick, and I'm gonna show y'all real quick how to do it. So I'm gonna just go to latest real quick, and I'm gonna show y'all. So of course we're gonna find something that's less than this. So I'm gonna show you how to do this real quick, but I'm gonna be a bit quick because I don't want to make this video more than like 1 hour long. So yeah, so what we're gonna do is go to Microsoft Copilot. And like I said, if y'all want to work with me one-on-one, you could DM me on Discord. Yeah, but soon I'm not going to charge y'all. I'm not going to be like those gurus. Y'all, I'm not fucking finna be like those coaches, bro. I had enough of those coaches. Those coaches did a lot. And yeah, I don't want to put no more pressure on y'all plate. But yeah. So you can see we go over to playing. And we basically we drag this onto here. And what it's going to do is check, and we want to tell it they give us the most broader titles out of this in a broader format. Give me I'm gonna say, give me a broader titles and broader format that I can use to go viral. That won't get me view jailed. 3K, 5K, 20K, 30K view jailed. Yeah, so like I said, the most reason why channels get view jailed the way they do because their titles won't be as broader, and you can see the broader title right here. So the format can use this. So you see right here, it gives us broader titles. This moment was everything went wrong. You can see right here, so it gives us broader titles right here in this niche. So you see karma, you see trigger, conflict, and sex right here. So yeah, but what I'm gonna have it do is basically come over here. I'm gonna just paste this. I'm gonna paste this data. And I'm gonna say this is my niche. This is my competitor. This is my competitor's niche. I need a broader title. Ideas that's not view jail that I can get good views with. And like I said, some titles will be view jail, which is fine. What you want to do is you want to avoid getting stuck to where there's no, you're not escaping it, and that's bad. So yeah, so you can see right here. So it gives us a lot of these title ideas. So you can see human insects right here, and we got a lot of these titles where there's no bigger channels like taking this up. So if we go to here, you see that if we basically go to here, we type this should be, so if we type this in the YouTube, we can see that no channels uses yet. But like I said, if you want to work with me, one-on-one, you could DM me on Discord at TayReese line, and my Discord is on the screen right here. So my Discord is at TayReese line. Again, DM me, and yeah. All right, so what I want to do is go to here. I want to again paste this, and yeah. So what we're going to do is paste this here, and I'm going to show you that when I first used this agent title, this title right here wasn't like big. It wasn't big. The vidIQ score wasn't as big, and I'm going to show you. So I'm going to go to this. I'm going to go over to here. I'm going to go to view channel again, open a new tab. And you can see right here, overall score 25. You can see average highest views 17K. You can see average subscribers 3K. So you can see average age 3 days ago. You can see average views. And this is an angle that's not like where many channels are tapped into. So you see right here, there's a small channel doing well. You see, YouTube is prioritizing this angle right now. So if y'all was to do a video on it, y'all get prioritized too. All right, so I'm gonna show y'all that this agent angle wasn't oversaturated when I first did it. So you can see the moment agent realizes. So you can see overall score was 30, which I told y'all about. Overall score was 30. So more, you can see that we took out the emoji. So let's go to shorts. You can see 21 million views. You can see that those smaller channels really winning. If there's small channels winning, I told y'all that's a win for us. So yeah, it can't be just bigger channels, but yeah, taking up in a cluster, but yeah. Alright, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do is basically now come over to the screen, and I'm gonna copy all this right here. So I'm gonna copy this right here, and I'm gonna basically paste this onto my chat, and it's gonna basically tell me if this is a safe cluster or not. So is this a safe cluster title? And this is the reason why most of y'all channels get view jailed, because no, it's not. You see, no, that channel's not. So this is in the proofs right here. So this is 1.2K, 18K. This is 11 views. It says this is view jail territory range. It says why this is not safe. It says it's tongue. It says it doesn't tell the album what niche it is, what topic, what emotional category, what audience. It's just a dramatic sentence. It's not filled. You can't build it. It says 20 videos, 44 videos 3 months ago of content. But yeah, all right. So you can see right here. So this is what does a safe cluster look like? It's a safe cluster look like a workout across 100 videos, broad, emotional, scalable. Yeah. So you can see this moment change. This is the cluster right here. So you see right here. So that cluster is oversaturated a bit. But yeah. And yeah. So you can see right here. You can see that if we go to here, overall score, you see 1.8 million. But yeah. So like I said, y'all want to go to angles where, let me basically show y'all. So let's basically search this. Search it again. And let's let this load, this highest views load. All right, so we might gotta use the one with emojis. Yeah, we gotta use the one with emojis, which is fine. All right, so you can see the highest views about to go up. All right, so what I'm gonna have it do is you want me to build a full cluster 10 systems. So you see 20 titles, 20 angles, 20 scripts, 20 commentary formats. But yeah, yes. For the niche karma niche we're doing. Alright, so you can see right here, so if we basically copy this, onto this tab, so it's not working over here. So what I'm gonna do is I have to go to this one, paste this here. Paste this here at the moment, agent right here, so you can see highest view. So you can see it's gonna probably load. Alright, so what we're gonna have to do is it's still having trouble loading, which is crazy, bro, which is crazy. So highest views. Alright, so what I'm gonna have to do is come in here, and I'm gonna take out this. I'm gonna take out this keyword, and we're left with this overall score. Alright, so Emily was getting sued, scammed by her. Alright, so I'm gonna say Emily Ayers was getting scammed by. Alright, so I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna take out this literally days. I'm gonna leave this. Alright, so I want you to see this. How low this was. So it's still not fucking loading. Alright, so you can see highest views. Oh, 100K. You can see average subscribers 100K, and you can see average age over 1 year, and you can see average views. So like I say, I want to look for angles like this, angles just like this, where bigger channels aren't taking up this angle, where smaller channels really winning, because like I said, that means we can win too. That means if smaller channels are winning this angle and bigger, it's not just bigger channels winning. That means we have room for us to win too. But yeah, but like I said, it's your title clusters, and your title clusters will make your videos get a lot of views. If it's oversaturated by millions, then YouTube has no room for it to like push it. There's no room for it to push it, prioritize that title. But yeah, you can see average subscribers 300K. You can see highest views 70K. You can see average age 70K, 700K right here. You can see average age over a year. You can see average views 70K. You can see highest views 70K. You can see average subscribers 300K. So there was only one in the cluster, and that's how I was able to really stand out. But like I said, bro, this video is now ending. I don't want to make this a bit longer, but y'all just want to find titles where there's not a lot of bigger channels which you're competing with in the cluster for y'all to really stand out. But yeah, so you can see you didn't expect this, the reason this happened, and yeah, so you see this almost went horribly. Alright, so what we could do is basically search this. And you can see the score was like 25. You can see this was very low, very low, very low. But yeah, alright, so you can see right here that this will be another one right here. So your overall score very low. Of course, medium way too high. So when it's going right here, average subscribers 1.5 million. You want to avoid this angle, because that means that bigger channels are taking this up, and you're more likely going to get view jail. But you see this channel right here just got view jail. He tried to do this angle and it didn't work, and he got view jail. You see, that's exactly what I mean. So you see 2.9K view jail. But yeah, so you want to avoid angles where it's over a million subscribers, because you're going to get buried. But I don't want to make this video no longer for y'all. I don't want to make it longer as it is. But yeah, I'm going to see you on the next video, bro. And I'm out.